Okay, hi, my name is Brianna Brown. I'm an EDM310 at the University of South Alabama. Today I'm interviewing Miss Downey. She's a teacher at Spanish Fort and she teaches the second grade. And she is also a teacher here at the University of South Alabama and she teaches EDU330. Today we're going to go over numerous things like technology in the classroom and possibly project-based learning. Miss Downey chose not to be in the camera, so you're just going to hear her voice. So Ms. Downey, let's talk about technology first. Can you kind of explain on a daily basis how much technology do you use in your second grade class?
On a daily basis, I start my day with using the Ladybug. I don't know the proper term for it, but what it is it's like an overhead that shows colored pictures, like an Elmo.
Okay, I was gonna say,
We
follow
use
up.
that every single morning when we start with cursive handwriting, and we use
Okay.
that, and they model with me. I show them how to do it on the whiteboard, and then they do it on their own. And then we go into our word work time where I usually pull up some type of game or activity working with the phonics correspondent, and we do lots of things from Smart Exchange where it's completely a guided lesson where they're interacting with the smart board. So that's 2 times right first thing in the morning, and then we go into our literacy center where I have students using computers for that time and also using iPads during that time as one of the centers. Baldwin County just I've received new iPads for each child in my classroom, and that's something that we use daily. Some type of we focus on either a Discovery Ed or iCurio, some type of activity that I've asked them to do, or sometimes it's just for fun things, just learning how to look up informational texts or things like that. So we use those every day. I use the smartboard during comprehension strategies. Sometimes we talk about those. I model on on the Elmo all the time. So every day we are just immersed with tons of technology throughout our day.
Are you surprised at how well the students at their age can use the technology, like how comfortable they are with working the smart board?
Absolutely. They're so familiar with it. I have a student teacher in my classroom right now, and they have to tell her how to use it sometimes. They're smarter than most of the average, teachers coming in for the first time knowing how to use it. It's definitely something they're familiar with, and that they expect every day. They expect to use the smartboard every day to play some kind of sorting game or do some type of activity where they're actually going up to the whiteboard and doing something, writing on it or playing something on it.
Do you think if you were to go back to things where we didn't use technology, they would become bored or uninterested in certain activities?
It would definitely be harder for them to stay focused, I believe, because I would always do things on the whiteboard or do things on chart paper to just show them a visual, to have them constantly paying attention. Or we would use I would use some type of like a pocket chart where we're moving things around and playing games that way. But it's more helpful for me because it's right there. I don't have to recreate things constantly. I can just pull it up on the internet or online, or just something I've saved the night before. Just pull up a document from there. But it definitely would be hard for me as a teacher to go back, but I think as well for them because they just expect technology every day.
And what would you think is the major difference between, since Baldwin County has it in the classrooms, schools in Mobile County don't necessarily have all of that? You taught at E.R. Dixon as well. What was the requirement with technology there?
Well, when I worked at E.R. Dixon, it was goodness, it was at least 5 years ago. So
Technology
definitely
wasn't as popular.
technology has changed. We were just receiving smart boards in the classroom. So that was kind of the new and great thing that we were all getting familiar with, is how to use the smart board. I remember still having the big, huge TV in the corner that you had to play the VHS in, and plug in, or the roll-in TVs, that
I used to
kind of
get so
thing.
excited when those came in the classroom.
I know. But it definitely has changed. And I don't think it's a Mobile or Baldwin County thing, because I know that Mobile County has done a lot since then. But I do appreciate the Renaissance program that Baldwin County has, to where each child has a iPad. I think that that's amazing. And all of our third through fifth graders have the MacBooks, and just walking by and see them using those daily. I mean, they're doing all kinds of things on them. They're interacting with each other. They're posting things for teachers. Just it's really amazing how far advanced our students are because of the technology used.
One of the things I was worried about is because you're incorporating them in school, is it starting to require that these students have the technology at home as well?
I think with the younger students, the requirements are a little more laxed, and because they're not allowed to take home their iPads. But third through, I know fourth and fifth graders are allowed to take their MacBooks home. I know
Okay,
the
so they're
upper
not
grade
required to have their own, like the parents don't have to buy one?
No,
Okay.
it's through that. But I don't know, as far as like internet service and all that, I'm not really sure how that works. But I definitely think that it would require the parents to
Kind
to
of
feel
be-
like they need to have that resource at home as well. One thing is, I think your socioeconomic, where you work and things like that, I think we can't feel it very much at Rockwell.
Right.
But I know a lot of the schools that are in a lower socioeconomic area would feel the pressure.
Now,
and
you,
feel it
as
in.
a parent yourself, when your children reach that level, does it affect you in any way that you might feel obligated to buy such technology?
I've never really felt that it would make me feel obligated, but I'm extremely excited for my child to be able to experience that. I think it's only more powerful for the teacher and for the student to learn on. So I'm excited about it. It's great.
Awesome. Well, thank you. That was all we needed.
All right.
Thanks.